the guinea pig. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen. And today I am making a cake. And there is a technical name for it called wet coconut cake. But to me, this will always be Georgette's coconut cake. My sister, the Heart Georgette, made this coconut cake for every family get-together. And it is just so good. The ingredients for this is 1 box of yellow cake mix. You don't have to worry about making up the cake mix. It's already made up. Now, on the back of the box, it calls for a cup of water, 1/3 of a cup of oil, and 3 eggs. Well, I changed it up a little bit. I've got a cup of milk, 1/3 of a cup of melted butter, and 4 eggs. And it really makes the cake taste better, and it's richer. So this is for the cake. Now, for when the cake gets done, to make it the wet coconut cake, you need 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 can, which they didn't have it in can, they've got it in these neat little bottles now, of cream of coconut, a container of whipped cream, Cool Whip, Creamy Whip, whatever you want to call it, and 12 ounces, or 1.5 cups, of
Coconut.
Of shredded coconut. Okay? I've got my dish already sprayed here, and I have my oven set to 350 degrees. Okay, you just hear it go off. And this is going to be quick and simple on this part of it, just mixing everything together. And once the cake gets done, I'll show you how we do the rest of it. Okay, well, let me go ahead and get my eggs in here. I like doing them first.
Cracky.
I'm weird that way, y'all. I like doing my eggs first.
Well, you always got to have a system.
Yeah. Now, if you don't want to use butter or oil in your cake, if you want to do it more of a fat-free kind of cake, you can always substitute the equivalent amount in applesauce. Like this calls for 1/3 of a cup. You can use 1/3 of a cup of applesauce. And the cake will be nice and moist, and you won't have all the fat in it. But that's entirely up to you. And the way this right here is done, the cake will be more like a bakery cake, something that you would get at the bakery.
Okay. Sound good to me.
Okay. Milk, 1/3 cup. I'll get Piggy all that. He ain't got no room right now to wash dishes, y'all. I've got stuff over
I
there.
can rinse them out.
And you get this mixed together, and it says mix for about 2 to 3 minutes on medium. I love coconut cake, and this is one of my all-time favorites. I've never made this cake, but Piggy has had it made by someone else.
Yep, it's pretty darn good too.
Okay. That's how quick that is to mix together. I'm going to give this to Piggy. And bring my dish over here. And I'm going to pour my cake. Now this is the 11 by 15 and not the 9 by 13. And the reason I'm putting it in the larger dish is because I'm going to be adding the evaporated milk and the cream of coconut to it, along with the Cool Whip and the coconut. Now that will be after it's baked, of course. And so I want there to be plenty of room in my dish for the cake and all the other goodies.
Scravy.
If I put it in the 9 by 13, the cake would be at the top of the pan when it gets done, allowing very little room for everything else.
Yeah, we want plenty of room for the rest of it to go on there.
Yes. And again, you just follow the directions on the back of your cake mix as far as what temperature to bake it at. There you go, Piggy. I'll give you this too. And you can use what ingredients it calls for as far as the water, the oil, eggs, whatever it is. That's entirely up to you. I just happen to change mine around a little bit because I kind of like the consistency of the cake with more like a bakery cake. So I'm going to get ready to put this in the oven here. And it says to bake it for, I think it said 22, Piggy says right there 22 to 23. I can't read that. I had to get my phone while I go to look at it.
Baking time, 23 to 28 in a 13 by 9.
Okay, so since it is spread out a little bit more in this pan, I'm going to bake it for about 25 minutes. If it needs more time, I will add more time. If it's done, I will take it out. Okay, put that in there. And I'm going to set this for 25 minutes. Right there, we're at 25 minutes. And we will be back when that comes out of the oven.
Okie dokie. Here we go.
All right, y'all. The cake is out of the oven. It cooked for exactly 25 minutes, I think is what I set it for.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you don't wait for it to cool. You're supposed to poke some holes in it. Now, you can use a fork. They'll be kind of small. I know Georgette always used like the end of a wooden spoon, but my wooden spoon handle is a little bit large. So I'm going to use the end of my spatula here. And I'm just going to go through here and poke some holes.
Pokey.
And this is to allow the milk, the evaporated milk, and the cream of coconut to go down into the cake. Now, the thing about it is, once you pour the milk and the cream of coconut on the cake, you're going to want to let it set and cool. And it will cool before we put the whipped topping and stuff on it. It needs to be thoroughly chilled before you do that.
And we're going to get to have some of this tonight, or is that going to be saved until Thursday?
Well, we're going to do a taste test on it. I'm going to take some of it with us Thursday, since it's just going to be the 4 of us there.
Right.
Okay. Now it says to put the evaporated milk on first. I'm just going to pour a little. And I did shake this very well. The can tells you to shake well before opening. And I'm just going to pour it straight out of the can. And when it comes to the evaporated milk, you can use any brand you want. It doesn't have to be name brand. It can be store brand. It's just whatever you want to purchase. And this is, I think, a 12-ounce can. And now it's time for the cream of coconut. And I'm going to put this on there. I may have to spread this on there. Hey, that gives me double the thingy there. I'm just going to pour it all over the top of that. Oh, man, that looks good, y'all. And this stuff smells so good.
Yeah, Piggy's about to go nuts over here.
And this is a 22-ounce container of cream of coconut. Now, like I said, the recipe calls for 1 can. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I did not find a can. I've always had a hard time finding this cream of coconut. And I have found that if you go to a grocery store that sells beverages, as far as adult beverages, you possibly can find the cream of coconut in the adult beverage aisle. And why, you ask? Well, because this cream of coconut stuff is used to make pina coladas. So it could be sold with the adult beverage ingredients. So if you can't find it on the shelf in the bacon aisle or in the Asian food aisle or Hispanic food aisle, I guess I should say international aisle, then try the beverage aisle. Adult beverage aisle. I do need to specify adult beverage. All right. Now this has got to set and let this seep down into the cake. And I don't know how long this will take. It may take 30 minutes. It may take an hour. It may take 2 hours. But once all of the liquid has absorbed into the cake, I will put it in the refrigerator and chill it for a good 2 hours before putting the topping on it. Now, if that means that I have to chill it until tomorrow, then I will take it out and put the topping on it tomorrow, and we'll do a taste test. But
if you're going to be leaving that out, you might want to find something to put over that, because you know the kitties.
Yeah, I'm going to cover it. Sorry, that glass was hot. But that stuff tastes good. So I'm going to put some aluminum foil over this.
It must be thick, too. This time it's still in now.
Yeah, it's real thick. Like Piggy's found something he likes.
That tastes pretty good.
All right, y'all. We'll see when we come back to do the icing on it. All right, y'all. The cake has set. I put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. And now I'm getting ready to put the whipped cream and coconut on top.
Yeah.
And what I've done is I put 1.5 cups of the flaked coconut in my bowl here. And then you take your whipped topping, whipped cream, Cool Whip, whatever you're using. And you put it in with the coconut. And once you get it in there, you fold it together.
Oh.
That way you have your Cool Whip and your coconut well incorporated. There you go, Piggy. I don't know who's in here unless it's a
little bit.
Gripey old woman. She's our old kitty. She's gripey. I think Piggy's over there cleaning out the Cool Whip bowl for me.
Yep. Good stuff.
Yeah, it is good stuff. Like I said, you just kind of fold everything together until that coconut is incorporated into that whipped topping. I'll make sure it's all blended really well. And once that's done, you just kind of take and dollop it on top of the cake there. Make sure you get all of it out of there. Don't want to lose none of that goodness, that's for sure. I have to say, this is probably one of my all-time favorite cakes. I've told y'all before, I'm not a big cake eater. There are a handful of cakes I will eat. One is a German chocolate cake with the coconut frosting that goes on it. One is my mom's Yum Yum cake. I will eat that. I like the Tres Leches cakes. Those are good.
Yeah, them are good.
The ones I like the ones with the strawberries on them. And this coconut cake here, and I like regular coconut cake. And I have made a, wound up being almost a 12-tiered or 12-layered coconut cake for Piggy. Made that for his birthday one year. I think he was shocked. It was all he could do to eat one slice of that thing at a time.
I'm saying, but I did. I sure enough did.
Pull this over here so I can get this spread out. Oh man. Here, about got this done. Now I know this is well after Thanksgiving when you're seeing this. But y'all, it is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving as I am making this. And this is the only dessert we're having for Thanksgiving that I know of. I hadn't planned on doing anything for Thanksgiving this year other than just sitting at home and relaxing. And I was asked to cook a turkey. That they gave me the turkey.
Well, kinda.
Yeah, kind of asked, kind of just giving the turkey and saying you're cooking.
Kind of maneuvered.
Yeah, and saying you're cooking the turkey, and I had some extra dressing already fixed up. Where I fixed me and Piggy some chicken and dressing, and for our Thanksgiving, and I was going to save it and just set it in the freezer and eat it later. Well, it's still in the freezer, and I'm going to take it out and heat it up for Thanksgiving. We'll make some deviled eggs, and I'm going to make some, here, Piggy.
Oh.
All right, y'all, that's what it looks like. Like I said, I'll make some deviled eggs for Thanksgiving, and I'm taking some of this cake with us. There's going to be 4 of us eating, so I'll probably take enough for 5 or 6 people. That way there can be a little extra there in case somebody wants any extra.
Oh, I know one that will.
But sometimes you do things that you don't intend to do. But I did intend to bake this cake and make it, and I did. And I think it looks pretty darn good. So what I'm going to do is cut me and Piggy a little bit of it. I know I don't need no great lot of it. But I'm going to go ahead and cut it straight across.
I don't need no great lot of it, but yeah, y'all know how that works.
I'll get 3 pieces out of that. Oh, y'all. That was good.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Piggy's going to... Don't be grabbing for your fork just yet, Piggy. You know what comes first. I'm going to get me this smaller piece right here out of the corner.
Looking good, looking good.
I'm just going to leave that sitting right there. Here we go.
All right.
All right, Piggy, there's your fork.
All right, folks, y'all know what time it is now, and y'all know what it's going to be.
Oh, I already know this is going to be good. It smells good. Oh, man, that's nice and moist. Oh, yeah.
Biggie, biggie.
Oh, my word, y'all. If y'all have never tried this kind of cake before, if you've never tried this cake before,
It literally melts in your mouth.
It does. You got to try this. Literally melts in your mouth. That is just so moist and oh.
Melts in your mouth. Well, it's almost like pudding.
It truly is. It's like eating coconut pudding cake. Oh wow.
As much as I'd like more, I'll have to cut it off at the end of this one.
Yeah.
That's it's good, but it's rich. No more sweet stuff that's in it. It's rich.
Yeah. Well, that coconut cream itself is sweet. The Cool Whip, the sweetened coconut flakes, and the cake mix, you know it has sugar in it. But oh man, that is an amazing cake. I highly recommend it to anybody that likes coconut cake. I highly recommend it to anybody that has never had coconut cake. Thank y'all very much for watching. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Where's my phone?